thanks. Yeah, I'm happy to be here and to talk about our experiences we made with artificial intelligence, because this is it's obvious that we have this in mind, even if we are handling banking data, but maybe it should like an easy step for a company like us, but it wasn't. And the experience we made, that's something I want to talk about. Yeah. Okay. For all of you who don't know what we are doing, figo is a banking as a service platform. We are PSD2 regulated, so we are working in a regulated space by BaFin. And what we are doing is that we have a B2B business. So normally the end customer doesn't know that his app or his the app of our partners that's figo inside. But what we are doing is that we aggregate a lot of financial data from different sources from Germany and Austria and other countries with one platform, make this available for our partners. And for that, we have 4 main products. The main product, most of our partners uses the aggregator, where we aggregate financial data from different financial sources. As well, we are able to initiate payments and we verify specific information from bank accounts from customers, like is this the account holder, or is there salary on the account, or something like this. And the thing I want to talk today is our tagger, and that's obvious what it is, tax transaction data. Okay. Why partners use our API or our service platform is on the left hand to see how financial data looks like today, and it's we have to handle interfaces from the 90s. So 20 years ago there were this BTX and all this stuff when the internet rise. We had interfaces like this. And we collect data from different sources. We have HPCI, for example, APIs coming up more and more, and we scrape a lot of data from different sources. And the way for our customers is that we prettify it into a modern JSON format via RESTful API. And what we are doing as well is that we tag this transaction data. And we started with a rule-based engine. This was our first try, and we licensed the product from a partner, and this was happy to see that it works, and but we have a huge maintenance effort. So we wasn't able to maintain it by our own. The 6,000 was more than 6,000 rules, and we have a mitigate near to 65%. So what happens, customers or partners use the API for tagging purposes, we have a lot of complaints. And yeah, we weren't able to manage it by our own. We have slow processing times, partners need to wait for categorized informations, and sometimes it looks very strange, the output looks very strange. And the other topic was that it doesn't fit really to our tech stack. And so we decided to re-implement it and to make our first steps in machine learning. And with this, at the end, we have a matching rate up to 90%. That's what we expected. It's passive-aggressive classifier. We have used Python because our tech stack is Python-based. And we have different techniques to reach a goal that is processing of 50,000 transactions per second. This wasn't possible with a rule-based engine. And better quality by continuous model updates. With the rule-based engine, it was the task of a developer. Now it's a task of a normal person. And now we have per category metrics. So we actually know which category should be or needs improvements and which one are working really good. But it was a long and bumpy road. And even if the technique is there and you could use it, it was hard for us to get in a project or to be in a project if you aren't experienced with this technique. And so the first challenge we had to take into account is that we have outsourced the implementation to an external development team. And this wasn't a good idea, because after 4 months, and this was really great persons, really experienced, had done machinery projects within other industries, but it doesn't fit to us. So we lost 4 months. After 4 months, we got a result, and it hadn't worked within our tech stack. So we decided to pair our highest motivated employee with an external consultant who is experienced in financial data. And this was the key. He has seen financial data before and had done projects, machine learning projects with financial data before. And we had this guy in our office on site. And so we paired both persons, and after 6 to 8 weeks, we have the same result, or a better result than we had from the external guys who had worked 4 months on it. And this was this made us very happy. And but the next problem was that we had a huge training set of nearly 1 million solidized transactions to learn the system. And what we have done during this project is that we have redesigned the category tree. And as a result, we have seen that we have a good matching rate, but for wrong categories. So if you work on both ends, then you will have a shitty result. And based on the feedback from implementation and relearning, we improved it. And then we got, as a result, a transaction like this. This is from Aldi. I think everyone of you know what Aldi is. And it was taken as shopping. But if you take a look into the purpose, you see this has nothing to do with shopping. This is a salary transaction. So what went wrong? So after relearning, now we are able to take it in a wide way as salary. And that's another example, like this one. This is Shell. The transaction was Shell. And it was taken as gasoline. But this isn't gasoline, this is an ATM. Cash withdrawal. Because if you're at Shell, you can get money from their ATM, and now we are able to check this in a wide way. What went wrong? Our training data was trained by the rule-based engine. And so we had a lot of shitty transactions or tech transactions into the training data. And that's what happened to us, and so we had to handle this and in a way that we asked ourselves, okay, should we put a developer on it, or is it more as a person who should take a look in these transactions, who is experienced in shopping or knows what kind of transactions will happen on a bank account. That's what we have done. We have an employee she's doing the whole day, train the system with new models. And that's what we've got as a result. This is the first model update, we have an improvement by 5%, and the second update, we have an improvement by 15%. And it's great because so we are sure that it works out, and to see and to measure are we on the right way, and if this system works, and how is the way how we train the system the right way. We have test data and demo bank where we can see every improvement we have made on transactions. So this is looks like. And this is the front end. My colleague is working the whole day. She's looking for specific transactions and just take it in the right way. And what she has done is, I think she has the best knowledge in Germany about online banking transactions you can have. Yeah. So it's cool to have it. We see an improvement, and we are happy to see that this works. So what is the summary? What is the learning? So first, do it in-house. And make sure that you have understand the problem and how to solve it. That's something what went wrong if we set up a project that we believed, okay, use these guys from external, they have understand our problem. They haven't understand it, and so they couldn't help us. So prepare the training data with the highest attention you can. Otherwise you get shit in, shit out. And prepare test data to measure your progress. And that's what we are able to do right now. So we see progress, we see how our improvements works, and that we are on the right way. Okay, that's it. Yeah, okay. If you want to test it, feedback is welcome. Use our figo front end. You can connect your bank account there, and then all your transactions are categorized. And if you want to give us a feedback, then do it. I would be very happy.